Johnny Dollar.
Pat McCracken, Johnny, Universal Adjustment Bureau.
Well, dear Santa Claus.
Huh?
All I want for Christmas is $1 million, a new convertible, a bevy of beautiful blondes, 2 redheads.
Glad you're talking to Santa Claus instead of me.
What's your problem, Pat?
Plain old-fashioned greed.
Greed?
Plus a no-good Samaritan. You want to go to work on it?
What's the fee look like on this one? I can always use a few extra bucks this time of year.
As who can't. But you know something?
What's that?
When you find out what this is all about, Johnny, well, believe it or not, even you may suddenly decide to make like one of Santa's helpers.
Oh, now, wait a minute. If that means no fee.
Come on over. Let's talk about it, huh?
Yeah, I think I'd better.
CBS Radio brings you Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Talk about best-selling records. Here's a familiar tune about America's best-selling filter cigarette, Winston. Winston gives you real flavor, full, rich tobacco flavor. And you know, that's because only Winston has filter blend up front. Choice, flavorful tobaccos, specially selected and specially processed for filter smoking. No wonder Winston tastes good, like a cigarette should. Smoke Winston.
And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Universal Adjustment Bureau, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the sudden wealth matter. Pat McCracken trying to chisel me out of a fee? Well, there was one way to find out. Expense account item 1, $1 even for a cab to his office. On second thought, just in case, let's call it $1.50. When I got there, Pat got straight to the point.
Johnny, as you know, we adjust insurance claims, do a lot of other services for a lot of small companies.
So?
Well, a good many of them cater to the farming communities. Not only home and property insurance, but they push endowment, the retirement type of policies. Companies like, Amalgamated Life, Trinity Mutual, New Britain Mutual, and so on.
I think I've worked for all of them.
Well, then you know the sort of clientele they cater to.
So what's happened?
2 years ago, out in South Dakota, in a big agricultural area.
South Dakota? Just a few days before Christmas? Wow. Now, listen, Pat,
huh? We suddenly got notice that a lot of people in a town near Sioux Falls were cashing in their insurance.
Well,
then a little over a year ago, the same thing happened in a farming section near Fayetteville, Tennessee. And about 6 months ago at a small town near Macon, Georgia. And these people are not only cashing in their policies, but they were borrowing on their land, hawking their furniture, raising cash any way they possibly could.
For what purpose?
To invest in the stock market.
Oh, well, maybe you can't blame them.
Johnny.
Own a few shares myself, some AT&T,
Sure.
GE, some Union Carbide.
Yeah, but you buy those blue chips, and through a legitimate broker.
Well, doesn't everybody?
Not these people. They were handing their dough over to some guy who moved into town and promised to double any money they gave him inside of 3 weeks.
Oh, no. That old racket?
That old racket.
They'd give him $100 to invest for them, and 3 weeks later he'd return them $200?
Yes.
And when the word got around, everybody in town would start handing him his life savings.
Yes. And out of the money coming in, he'd pay off the early suckers. Pay them 2 for 1. So they and all the rest of the pigeons would keep handing him more and more. And then, of course...
Oh, sure. As soon as he got a really big bundle in his hands, he'd disappear.
Exactly.
Oh, brother. One of the oldest, dirtiest, meanest rackets in the world.
And the poor, greedy people are still falling for it and getting burned.
And the authorities haven't been able to catch up with this guy?
By the time they have, he's been gone. But now the latest series of policy cancellations started coming in only a few weeks ago from a town called Enterprise, New Jersey.
Well, then, Pat, there may be time to nab him.
I hope so.
But why aren't the local authorities doing something about it?
The man is still paying off, Johnny. You know, the early investors. You can't nab him for that.
Oh, well, what he's really doing, though, is setting up the later suckers for a big killing.
Of course.
But isn't anybody wise to what he's up to?
Who knows? Maybe there are a few who are smart enough to get in at the beginning during the big build-up.
Yeah, but they'll get their money back.
Why, sure, doubled. But then, when he gets enough new money...
Well, aren't the police wise to him?
Suppose they are, Johnny. What can they do so long as he keeps paying off as promised?
Oh, brother. Of all the dirty, rotten...
Well, you want to go look?
I sure do, Pat. And you can pay my expense account, but that's all. You know, on account of Christmas or something.
I kind of thought you'd feel that way about it.
Yeah. I'll be in touch.
Take your teenagers, give them a Stereo One portable by Columbia, and there's a new sound of pleasure in your home and a brand new kind of fun. Only Columbia gives you a big six-speaker stereo portable phonograph with all the rich tone and range of big console models, and it's only $139.95. Columbia has a wide selection of portable phonographs, and they're all flawlessly engineered by CBS Electronics. They all play any and all records, 45s, 78s, and the new LP and stereo records, and play them better with true big sound. You just can't buy a better portable than a Stereo One portable phonograph by Columbia. You can't find a better buy either. Portable prices start as low as $39.95. Christmas is the time to give your youngsters a gift they'll get fun and pleasure from all through the year. Time to give them a Stereo One portable phonograph by Columbia, #1 in the wonderful world of sound. And now, Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar and the Sudden Wealth Matter.
Expense account item 26250. And it includes a plane to Philadelphia, and there, in the city of brotherly love, a $50 deposit on a rental car. I drove south on 47 into the farm country, through Vineland, then Millville, and finally to the little town of Enterprise. It had a main street a few blocks long that looked a bit run down at the seams. There was a food, clothing, and a variety store, a drugstore, a movie, and a couple of gas stations. There was a railroad station for shipping out the farm produce, but the lot around it was overgrown with weeds. A block east of the station was well, it was an old, somewhat nondescript sort of building, but over the front door was a weathered wooden sign that told the world it was the city hall. Inside, at the end of a corridor, I found a door that bore the legend Police Headquarters. Police Headquarters?
That's right, son. I'm the chief of police, Chief Walters. What'd you say your name is?
Well, I didn't, but it's Johnny Dollar.
Well, pull up a chair and sit, Mr. Dollar.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Now, what can I do for you?
Chief Walters, I'm an insurance investigator.
Huh? Oh, sure, Johnny. Sure, I know all about you. I hear all about them cases you investigate on the radio. Yeah, I catch it on WCAU in Philadelphia.
Good. Well, now listen,
I hope you didn't bother coming down here just on account of I took some cash out of my policy.
You did?
Well, tell you the truth, Johnny, a lot of people did. Oh, you know how it is. Something special comes along, you can use some extra cash. Oh, but now don't you give it a second thought.
Oh, why do you say that?
Well, a few more weeks from now, the folks in this town will be buying up more insurance than ever. They'll be buying more of everything.
Uh-huh. You mind telling me why?
Well, because we'll all have a lot more money, that's why. In spite of what Mr. Lowry says.
Oh, who's Mr. Lowry?
Oh, he runs that piddling paper. You know, the Gazette.
What he says about what, Chief?
Well, now, I'll tell you this, Johnny. He puts any of them things that he says about Mr. Morgan in his paper, the folks won't buy it anymore.
Morgan?
John D. Morgan. Yeah, he's the man that's putting this town on its feet again, now that the farmer's dropped off.
John D. Morgan.
One of his grandpappy's relatives on his mother's side was a Rockefeller, and another one was a Morgan. Big financiers, just like he is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, see, he belongs to that New York Stock Exchange.
He told you that?
That he did, son.
Well, then I have a sneaking suspicion he's the man I came down here to see.
I would if I was you. Why, Johnny, when he come here, Jerry Chisholm gave him $20 to invest for him. 3 weeks, and he give Jerry back 40.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
And then the widow Pasquale gave him 25.
So, 3 weeks later, he gave her 50 back.
Yes, sir. So now she's going to dig up some more to invest. Well, just like everybody else in town, including me.
Uh-huh. Has he told you why he's being so good to you folks?
Yeah, sure has. And it's a mighty fine thing.
Why?
Well, because it was right here that one of his ancestors got his start. His name was Josiah Morgan.
Josiah Morgan.
Yes, sir. Back in 1800 something.
I see.
So he's come here to show his gratitude for the town that gave his family a start. That's what.
Oh, yeah.
So, Johnny, you just invest everything you can with him, and you'll be glad you did.
Where'll I find this John D. Morgan?
Over at the Parker house. Well, Johnny, he made old man Parker turn the whole third floor into a suite for him and keep the hotel safe up there to keep our money in. Yeah, and you know what he spends for that suite of rooms?
No.
$100 every week. Whoa.
Okay, Chief, thanks very much.
Of course, you being from out of town, though.
Well, are you on pretty good terms with him?
Oh, sure am. Well, I probably sent him more folks with their money than anybody.
Oh, well, then maybe you can do me a favor, then.
Well, sure, Johnny, sure. Anything you say.
Well, look, Chief, call him up. Tell him you'll send me over. Tell him I'm, one of the hometown boys who made good in selling on the road, and that I've come back here for the holidays.
Yes. All right. No, I'm sure he'll let you in. Yeah, just like he tells us, Johnny, the more money he can get a hold of, the more he can make for all of us.
Oh, sure.
Only, why is it you don't want him to know what you really do?
Well, personal reasons, and he might think I don't need the extra money.
Okay, Johnny. Anything you say.
Yeah, good. Meantime, I'll call on Mr. Lowry at the Gazette.
Yes, well, now, don't you believe him, Johnny. That suspicious old crackpot don't know what he's talking about. All he is trying to do is to make up a lot of scandal for that lousy paper of his.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
We'll see.
Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
Meet star Stuart Irwin.
Nothing's worse for an actor than a nasty cold. To feel better quickly, I take wonderful four-way cold tablets, the fast way to relieve cold distress.
Right. Tests of all the leading cold tablets proved four-way fastest acting. Four-way starts in minutes to relieve muscular pains, headache, reduce fever, calm upset stomach, also overcomes irregularity.
Take my advice. For your next cold, take four-way cold tablets, the fast way to relieve those cold miseries.
Four-way, only 29 cents.
And now here's a word about another fine product of Grove Laboratories. Does dandruff dull your hair, leave scalp itchy? Get Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo and get rid of unsightly dandruff in 3 minutes. 3 minutes with Fitch regularly is guaranteed to keep embarrassing dandruff away forever. Apply Fitch before wetting hair, rub in 1 minute. Add water, lather 1 minute. Rinse 1 minute. Every trace of dandruff goes down the drain. 3 minutes with Fitch, unsightly dandruff's gone. Fitch can also leave your hair up to 35% brighter. Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo. And now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Believe me, I've tried to pound some sense into their heads, Mr. Dollar, but they won't listen to me. If I print something about that shyster in my paper, they won't buy it. It's unbelievable. All they do is keep handing over more of their hard-earned money to us.
Oh, sure, but they're getting it back, aren't they, Mr. Lowry, plus a handsome profit?
Sure they are, those who gave him money over 3 weeks ago. So what do they do then? They go out and beg and borrow some more and give that to him. You just can't reason.
So he keeps taking in more than he's paying out.
10 times as much, every day. But as soon as he's got hold of every cent these people can cough up for him, well, you know.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Oh, if only I could get some action around here. Get him locked up in jail.
Yeah, but how can you as long as he's paying out on the original investments?
Yeah.
You have no case against him.
I know.
Why, he'd sue for false arrest and have you over a barrel.
Of course.
Oh, the suckers would rally to his side and you couldn't prove a thing on him.
I know.
You simply can't touch him, Mr. Lowry, until he makes a break for it.
Yes, but who knows when he'll try it? If he's clever enough to do what he's doing, and with the stupid one-man police force in this town...
Wait a minute.
Yes?
There's one way of knowing when he'll try to duck out of here.
How?
By giving him the necessary encouragement.
The only encouragement you could give to a man like him would be in the form of money.
That's right. Now, look, I got a plan, Mr. Lowry. It'll take your complete cooperation.
Yeah.
And it may take the use of some of your money.
My money?
It's a chance, but the one chance we have.
Now, that's carrying things a little too far.
Hey, look.
Back.
Are you on my side or his?
Well, you know the answer to that.
Okay. Then our job right now is to convince him that we're on his side.
What?
Yeah, sure. The only thing that'll make this John D. Morgan pack up and leave is more money.
Well, of course. When he gets all he can out of the people.
So listen to me, please. I want you to do 2 things. Now, I hear the press running back there.
Yes, I started the run of today's paper just before you came.
Stop the press.
What?
Yeah, set up a new front page. An apology for your previous attitude toward him.
Apology?
You know, now that you've seen with your own eyes what a good Samaritan he really is, what he's done for these people, what he'll continue to do for them.
Mr. Dollar, I
And
don't...
look, call in every kid in town if you have to, but get that paper in circulation. Then you call on Morgan.
Call on?
Yeah, with every penny you can scrape up. Give it to him to invest for you. Hey, is the local bank still open?
It will be in for a couple of hours, but now look here, Mr. Dollar.
Then I'll try to get hold of some money myself to give to that crook.
You? Well, Dollar, don't you see
Do you think he'll hang around once he's got his hands on a real bundle? Hey, don't you understand, Mr. Lowry? Well?
Why, yes, of course.
Sure. It's the only way to make him try to leave town with it.
Yes, it's a chance, though, Mr. Dollar.
Have you got a better idea? While Mr. Lowry set up a new front page and got the paper back in the press, I went over to the city hall. Under protest, Chief Walters went through the old town records. And when he found no record of any Jodiah Morgan, he kind of changed his mind about John D. Then I spent item 3, $1.50 for a call to the Securities and Exchange Commission in New York. They'd never even heard of our shyster friend. Chief Walters' protest then was because I wouldn't let him go straight to the hotel and slap the cuffs on John D. Morgan.
And he is a crook. Lowry over at the Gazette was right.
Well, sure, of course he was. But look, if you try to arrest Morgan now, you'll only make trouble for yourself. Until we get proof, we have...
Bang that dirty crooked. What can I do, Johnny?
Well, I got a plan going, Chief. I'll tell you about it on the way to the bank.
Oh, what kind of a plan?
Did you phone Morgan I'd be over to invest with him?
Yes, sir.
Good.
And when I said your name, well, he made me repeat it for him. But I didn't tell him who you really are. I mean, what you do.
Good. Now, you can help some more by taking everything you have out of the bank.
Huh?
Sure. To invest with John D. Morgan.
What?
Come on. I'll tell you what it's all about. At the bank, I laid the whole thing out to the president, a dignified old man by the name of Peterson. He, too, agreed to cooperate. Item 4, then 2.25 for a call to Pat McCracken back in Hartford.
$10,000?
Yeah, wire it to my account right here at this bank. Now, Pat. Immediately.
Then you're going to hand it over to that crook?
That's right.
Well, Johnny, if something goes wrong, if he gets
It's
away...
a chance we gotta take, Pat. Well?
Okay, Johnny, whatever you say.
Attaboy. Now, Mr. Peterson.
Mr. Dollar, my own wife has just gone to see Morgan with $5,000 for him.
Oh?
And if that doesn't, well, I guess flush him out is
Yeah,
the term.
good. And yet, I wonder.
Yes.
Well, I just hope we aren't overdoing this thing now. Enough to make him smell a rat, I mean.
No, of course not, Johnny. Ain't you seen the Afternoon Gazette?
Precisely. With the paper now supporting instead of fighting him, more people than ever have gone there to give him money.
Yeah, but if he does get suspicious, I think I'd better go over there and see him.
Whatever you say.
But until Pat wires me that $10,000...
Oh, here, Mr. Dollar. Here's $1,000 in cash.
Huh?
From my own personal account. And if you need more...
No, thanks. But this ought to be enough to convince him I'm sold on him. Hope I'm not too late.
Not unless he were to find out who you really are.
Come on, Chief, let's... Hey,
Yes, Mr. Dollar?
how does Morgan get around?
Johnny, you mean you ain't seen that beautiful limousine, that brand new...
Where does he keep it?
He rents the garage back of Miss Goodwin's house on Wood Street, a couple of blocks west of the hotel.
Okay, Chief, then I'll meet you at Morgan's hotel room.
Okay, Johnny.
And don't, for heaven's sake, tip him off about this.
I'll go along with the chief.
Yeah, do that. I found the Goodwin house on Wood Street. I found the garage and back. But there were no keys in the limousine inside of it. And rather than lose time breaking open the trunk, possibly to find nothing, well, I remembered an old trick I'd used once before. Then over to the hotel and up to the 3rd floor. But instead of John D. Morgan, I found half the population of Enterprise milling around in it. I had to force my way through to where Chief Walters and the banker, Mr. Peterson, were standing in front of an old-fashioned open safe.
Too late, Mr. Dollar. We got here too late.
What?
Don't you see, Johnny? He skipped. He's already skipped out on us. Must have got wise to you.
I had the chief order Mr. Parker to open the safe and look. Look at what everybody who came in here thought were bundles of money. Their money in it.
Wads of paper with bills on the outside to make them look
Dollar, listen to me.
Yeah, Mr. Lowry.
These people feel that you were responsible for this.
Me?
And after making me give my last penny to him a while ago, Dollar, I can't help wondering myself.
Oh, now look, use your head. Listen to me. Listen.
All right, I'm listening.
Well, doesn't anybody know where he went?
He must have went out the window in the back room when he seen me and Mr. Peterson coming.
The back window, huh? Okay. The very eagerness of that crowd to stop me was the only thing that let me get away and safely down the fire escape. For they jammed so tightly into that back room, into the window itself, that it was a long, precious second before the slow, clumsy old police chief could start down after me. I tore on over to the garage again. And there, sitting in the car, was John D. Morgan. One hand on the starter key, the other with a Colt 38 leveled at my head.
You, huh? I might have known you'd done something to my car when I saw you leaving this garage for the hotel a few minutes ago, Dollar.
Yeah, that's right, Morgan. I took the rotor off the distributor.
Then put it back quickly, or so help me, Dollar.
Sorry, old man. It stays right here in my pocket.
And you give me no choice. I'll have to kill you and take it away.
All right, wait a minute, Morgan. Look out there on the street.
Oh, those people.
Yeah, that's right. And I don't think they like you anymore. You see their faces? Not very pleasant looking, are they?
Oh, no, let me. Oh, help me. They'll kill me.
Maybe. You had that money for them?
Oh, yes, it's in the trunk of this car, all of it.
Then you'd better open it up and be ready to give it back to them.
Yes, tell them I will. I'll give it all back, all of it.
After you let me have that gun.
What?
Come on. I'd hate to think of what they might do if they saw you waving that thing around.
Oh, here, take it, please.
Okay. Now get out and open up that trunk for him. That mob, slowly, menacingly moving in on us, was something I won't forget for a long, long time. Matter of fact, it was Morgan tossing out the money, shrieking out a confession, promising to pay them all back that saved me from them. And now, of course, he'll be taken care of by the courts. Yeah, plenty. Expense account total less the $50 deposit on my rental car, $38.25. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Our star will return in just a moment. How's your Christmas shopping coming? Not leaving everything for the last minute, we hope. Remember, as a practical gift-hunting matter, the best selections usually go to the earliest shoppers. Another thing, last-minute men compete with the biggest crowds in the stores and streets and face greater accident danger. CBS Radio suggests shop early and safely for a healthy, happy holiday season. And here's a suggestion for Christmas buying that's really giving the best.
Almost Christmas, no time to lose. Lots and lots of gifts to choose. Give him,
give her
a gift set by Yardley.
For her, an array of all new Yardley gifts, $1.50 to $13.50. A Yardley Red Roses Spray Mist and Soap Set, $3.50. All prices plus tax. Yardley.
Give him,
give her
a gift set by Yardley.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, the strangest disappearance I've ever been called on to investigate. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Lawrence Dobkin, Forrest Lewis, Junius Matthews, Edgar Barrier, and Russell Thorson. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Cubberly speaking.
Time once again for another tale of suspense as this popular weekly drama follows on the CBS Radio Network.
As you smoke a Duke, you get a sense of ease and comfort that grows with every puff. Because new king-size Duke is king-size in the filter, where it matters most.
According to figures from the National Safety Council, 4,400 youngsters under 15 were killed last year in traffic accidents. Your first reaction will probably be that these accidents were the driver's fault. In many cases, you would be absolutely right. But the drivers are not the only ones to blame for this needless toll. Parents, too, have a great responsibility to see that their children don't get into situations that could result in tragedy. Parents have perhaps the greatest responsibility and the greatest loss when they don't live up to those responsibilities. Do you, as a parent, know precisely where your child is at this very moment? Is he fully aware of the dangers of playing near traffic? Is he of school age? And do you know the route he takes to school? Is it the safest route? When you walk with him, do you yourself use the same safety rules you hope he follows when you're not around? These are important questions. Ask yourself. Radio 59 WROW, first on the dial.
frugal man, and...
Johnny Dollar.
Johnny, this is George Reed.
Well, nice to hear from you, George. Especially when I have no assignment.
That's fine.
What's fine about it? No expense account to pad means how do I keep the wolf from the door? Unless, of course, Floyd's of England has the case for me. Huh? Well?
Johnny.
Yeah?
Well, a few weeks ago, you were kidding at the time.
Oh, now, George, how could I ever kid you?
I'll let that one go.
Yeah, you better.
The point is, you rather jestingly asked me if instead of selling life insurance...
Oh, no. Don't tell me.
I'm afraid so. I'm afraid the company is saddled with what you might call a death insurance policy.
You mean instead of insuring somebody against dying, you've insured him against living?
Yes, John.
Okay, Georgie. Say no more. I'll be right over.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Act one of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Floyd's of England, American Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Hope to Die matter. Expense account item 1, $1.10 taxi from my apartment to George Reed's office, where I found him pacing the floor and wearing an even more worried expression than usual. And believe me, that's something.
This thing has me so riled up, Johnny, I can hardly see straight.
Well, you should have known better than to issue a policy like that, George.
It was Harry Baxter.
Baxter?
He filled in here for me while I was on vacation. I should have known better.
What'd he do, sell a lot of policies that you shouldn't have to handle?
No, just this one. And I swear I don't understand it. He, of all people.
All right, you said on the phone that it was kind of life insurance in reverse.
That's exactly what it is.
Explain, please.
Well, usually, of course, we pay the face value of a policy when the insured dies.
Right.
In this case, however, the company will have to pay the $250,000 if the insured doesn't die.
$250,000?
Yes.
How under the sun could a man be crazy enough to issue a policy like that?
John, you know how it is. The company prides itself on the fact we'll insure anything. Not only life and property and health and so on, but the voice of a singer, the feet of a dancer, hands of a pianist, even the dimples on the knees of a chorus girl.
Yeah, and singing mice, an old alley cat, a sick whale.
Of course I can't say that Harry wasn't in position to do it, but... Johnny, you've got to help me.
First, you better tell me who and why and what it's all about.
That's just the trouble. I don't know.
Well, in that case, you don't know.
I only got back here to the office this morning. I found our copy of the policy lying here on my desk.
But if you don't even... Oh, look, I've handled some pretty screwy cases for you, George.
Yes, but they've all finally made sense one way or the other. And, Johnny, we have paid you some very nice fees. You can't deny that.
George.
Tell me, have I ever questioned your expense accounts?
But death insurance, it doesn't make sense.
Have I?
Insuring somebody against living.
Have I?
I'm sorry, but this time the answer is no.
Listen, if you take this on, I'll okay your expense account without even reading it.
Death insurance.
Expense account unlimited. Johnny?
George, there are some things even a conniving, chiseling, unprincipled rascal like myself won't even...
Unlimited? Johnny?
Okay, George, I'll take it.
Act two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. And now, Act two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Hope to Die matter.
Floyd's of England insure anything. At least that was their boast. And now it looked as though it had finally backfired on them. Because somebody in the organization, some character named Harry Baxter, had issued not life, but death insurance. If it hadn't been for my friendship for George Reed, well, plus his promise of unlimited expense account, I'd have thrown the whole problem right back into his face, as it was.
Thanks, Johnny, from the bottom of my heart. I'll never forget you for this.
Believe me, George, I'll never forget you for this.
And if you can get us off the hook...
All I can do is try, so come on, give me the dope on it.
Yes. Now, here. The name of the insured is Miss Mary Ellen Markham.
Yeah, I got it. Where does she live?
514 East 52nd Street, New York City.
Pretty fancy address.
Yes.
Okay. Now tell me why this Mary Ellen has insured herself against living.
Well, that's the point, Johnny. She hasn't.
Well, now, wait a minute.
Albert Schwinner has.
You mean somebody else took out this policy on her life? Or rather death?
Yes.
Holy. Well, what is this guy, a professional gunsel who's going to wipe her out and then collect? I suppose he's the beneficiary, too.
Yes, he is.
Oh, fine. Well, come on, who is it?
I don't know. As I told you, the policy was lying here on my desk when I got back this morning. I do know this much about him. It's Dr. Albert Schwinner.
Doctor? What kind?
Well, those are the things you've got to find out. Who he is, what he is, why he's bought insurance against this woman's living beyond November 10th.
The 10th? Well, that's only a few days from now. Oh, George, this gets worse and worse.
Oh, if only Harry Baxter hadn't issued that policy.
But he has. Oh, boy, you sure picked a dilly to fill in for you while you were away.
Picked him? Well, what else could I do? After all, he never did anything like this before.
You've known him before?
Are you serious? Of course I have. Why, Harry Baxter...
All right, now look, time's a wasting and we haven't got much of it. I take it you want me to see if I can find some legal grounds for canceling this policy.
Yes, immediately.
Now, have you got an address on the beneficiary, this Dr. Schwinner?
No, I've been so upset about this whole thing, I haven't even looked. Here, let me see. According to this, he lives at...
What's the matter?
Dr. Albert W. Schwinner, C.L.
C.L.? What kind of a doctor is that?
I don't know. The address is 14327 E Street, Union City, New Jersey.
C.L. Well, I'll soon find out. Where can I reach this Harry Baxter who sold the policy?
In New York at the... here, I'll jot down the address.
I still don't see how Baxter could get away with this.
After all, when you consider his position... Here.
He offered no explanation at all.
Well, I'm afraid I didn't give him much chance. I practically threw him out of here.
Can't say that I blame you.
And that's another thing. Look, Johnny, perhaps you can reason with...
Oh, don't worry, George. He's number one on my calling list. I'll be talking to you. Expense account item 2, $785, fare to New York and taxi to Harry Baxter's address. A real snooty one over near Sutton Place. And people don't live in that joint unless they've earned or chiseled a lot of money from somewhere. In the case of Baxter, I suspected a big chisel. My suspicion was considerably heightened when he opened the door. His apartment was luxury from stem to stern. As for Baxter himself...
Dollar? Why, of course, old boy. I've heard a great deal about you from my dear friend and colleague, George Reed.
Dear friend, huh?
Well, you say that as though you doubted it. Oh, I know, that filling in for him while he was away. Well, I really should have done better for the old thing, but I've had so many social obligations to meet these past few months, and after all, one must keep up with those things.
Oh, I'm sure one must.
Well, I did sell one policy, you know, a real dilly.
Ah, that's the understatement of the week.
I suppose I can't really blame him for being a bit excited about it, but he gave me no chance to explain why I assumed the policy.
Why did you?
Oh, now, really?
Well?
Well, I made it very clear to George that I would tell him when he calms down enough to be reasonable. Really, Mr. Dollar, he was in quite a tizzy.
Brother, he still is. That's why he sent for me.
But when he calms down, he'll be sorry he bothered you.
Suppose you tell me why you issued that policy.
You? No.
What?
No, I'll tell George when he's ready and when I'm ready.
Oh, now, just a minute.
And you may tell George I said exactly that. Goodbye, Dollar.
You'll tell me, Baxter, right now.
I'll do nothing of the sort. And what's more, since my plane for Europe is leaving shortly, I have no time to... Would you kindly remove your foot from the door?
Not until I get an answer from you. Now start talking.
If you can show some legal cause...
Legal cause?
Furthermore, your behavior at the moment constitutes trespass, illegal entry, call it what you like. And believe me, unless you leave here immediately, I shan't hesitate to ring up the police.
All right. Now look, just tell me one thing.
I might.
What? What is your connection with the beneficiary of this policy?
Dr. Schwinner.
That's right, Albert Schwinner.
But Albert happens to be a very close personal friend.
Oh, I might have guessed as much. All right, then tell me this.
No, I'm sorry, just one question. I've given the answer. Goodbye.
Baxter.
Are you hard of hearing?
Look here now.
Goodbye.
Well, there was no point in trying to batter down the door of Harry Baxter's apartment, so I left. Downstairs in the lobby, I put in a phone call. That's item 3.55 cents to George Reed's office in Hartford.
I'm sorry, Mr. Dollar, but he seems to have stepped out for a few minutes.
Oh, well, then please tell him when he gets back that I want a complete rundown on Harry Baxter.
Well, that shouldn't be difficult.
Right. Having hired him, George shouldn't have much trouble getting that for me.
Well, that isn't what I meant, Mr. Dollar. As a matter of fact, I think I can tell you just about
Now,
as
let
much.
George do it. I'll call him back. Item 4, 65-cents taxi to Mary Ellen Markham's apartment on East 52nd Street. A uniformed nurse met me at the door, told me I could stay with Miss Markham only a very short time, then led me into the bedroom. And there, carefully propped up in bed, lay a pale, wan, tired woman who looked to be 65 or 70. The room was full of flowers.
You may leave us, Mrs. Haskell. I'll ring when I need you.
Yes, Miss Markham.
Sit down, Mr. Dollar.
Thank you.
I'm sorry I won't be able to speak with you very long. But as you can see...
Yes, I can, of course. I'll get right to the point. You must know, I'm sure, that someone has just taken out a policy on your... Well, an insurance policy on you.
Yes. It was so smart. And so helpful with Harry Baxter.
Oh.
You see, I am suffering from a rare, incurable disease of the blood.
I'm sorry.
I don't have long to live. A few days, perhaps. A few weeks at the most. Excuse me. This is such an effort.
Well, you're getting the best of care, I trust.
Yes. It's the very best. Now, what do you wish to know?
You know a Dr. Albert Schwinner, don't you?
I've known Albert for many years. We've been great friends.
Then why does he take out a policy that indicates he hopes that you'll die?
Hopes? I'll die?
Yes. What else could it be?
Oh, you don't understand.
Don't you see? Schwinner has bought insurance against your living beyond November 10th.
Yes. Yes. My 50th birthday.
You mean to say you're...
The reason so.
Yes?
I'm sorry. You mustn't.
Oh, I know. I'm tiring you.
Yes.
But just one more thing. Your doctor, the doctor who's taking care of you.
Albert.
Albert? This same Dr. Schwinner?
Yes. Now you must leave.
Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. Now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Hope to Die matter.
The little that Mary Ellen Markham had been able to tell me left me more puzzled than ever. I've never been given such a runaround of my life, deliberate or otherwise. But I didn't dare tax her strength further, so I left. Item 5, another 55 cents for another call to George Reed in Hartford. This time he was in.
Yes, Johnny, I must confess I'm calmed down a bit, but the first shock of learning that Mr. Baxter had issued that seemingly absurd policy...
What do you mean, seemingly absurd? George's whole thing has me in a tizzy now, a double-barreled one.
Well, I tried to call Mr. Baxter a few minutes ago, but got no answer. I wanted to apologize, of course.
Apologize?
After all, since he's chairman of the board...
Chairman of what board?
The company, this company.
What?
I tried to tell you that this morning, but you didn't give me a chance. Harry Baxter is also the majority stockholder.
Oh, brother.
In any event, as I'm sure you can see, he must have had some good reason for that policy, and as soon as I can get him by phone...
You won't.
What?
He just left for Europe.
Where?
I don't know, and right now I don't care.
But if I can't contact him, Johnny, I don't dare cancel this policy until I've talked to him. And if Miss Markham should die before the 10th...
Yeah, 250 G's.
You've got to carry on.
Would you like to tell me how? If Mary Ellen Markham dies on or before November 10th, Floyd's of England pays Dr. Albert Schwinner $250,000 on a policy taken out by him. And he is her doctor with her life in his hands. And if there isn't something wrong with that setup, expense account item 6, $8 for a taxi to Schwinner's address in Union City, New Jersey. And there at last I learned what the CL meant behind his name. It was an abbreviation, for this was the Albert Schwinner Clinic, devoted to the study of rare diseases of the blood. But Schwinner wasn't there. He'd gone to New York to see Miss Markham. Item 7, $10 even for a fast taxi ride back there to Manhattan. As the nurse led me into the unfortunate woman's apartment, he was just coming out of the bedroom door.
Oh, Dr. Schwinner, this is Mr. Johnny Dollar.
Oh, Mr. Dollar, Harry Baxter told me I might expect you.
Oh, he did, huh?
Yes, he phoned me just before his plane took off for Europe.
Pretty smart.
You're an insurance investigator, aren't you?
That is right.
Oh, you may go in to see Miss Markham now, Mrs. Haskell.
Very well, Doctor.
How is Miss Markham, Doctor?
Much better, thank God.
Oh, why do you say that?
What?
If she dies before this week is out, you stand to collect a cool $250,000, don't you?
I? No, the clinic.
Isn't that the same thing?
Hardly. Sit down, Mr. Dollar. Now, you're concerned about the rather unorthodox insurance policy that Mr. Baxter issued.
I certainly am.
I think you better let me tell you the reason for it.
I think you'd better.
At the onset of her illness some 15 years ago, the best doctors in the country gave her 5 years to live at the most.
And that's when you came into the picture?
Yes. Because of the devotion, the concentration of all our efforts to this one field of medicine, the clinic was able for the first time to give her hope. Her hope was justified. We have given her years of life.
But now, wait a minute, Doctor.
She told us then that if she could be helped to live until she was 50...
And that'll be on the 10th?
Yes. That would prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that our methods, our practices were right, that we could prolong and possibly ultimately save not only her own, but thousands, perhaps millions of lives. Therefore, she agreed that if she reached 50, she would make an outright gift of $250,000 to the clinic and its work. Money which is much needed, by the way.
But then it began to look as though she might never reach 50.
Yes. And she suggested this unusual insurance policy on her death rather than on her life.
I see. But why Harry Baxter, chairman of the board of the insurance company, its biggest stockholder, whatever? I don't get it.
Baxter's own mother died of the same disease, Mr. Dollar.
Oh. Of course. Then he knew how necessary this money is to the clinic.
Yes. And let's face it, Baxter is something of an eccentric.
And that's the reason he chose this offbeat way to make sure you'd get the financial help you need.
Exactly.
Then, if I try to get this policy canceled...
A great many lives in the future may depend on its remaining in force. Of course, if you feel it your duty...
Doctor, my duty as I see it is to do just exactly nothing. Mary Ellen Markham did live to see 50, but only for a few days. Just long enough to make her gift to the clinic. Harry Baxter and the company? Well, Harry came back from Europe, and he said he found some, quote, mistake, unquote, in the policy that requires the company to pay off on it anyway. Eccentric? We should have more of them like that. Expense account total? Are you kidding? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Savings Deposits Program.
From Hollywood, it's time now for...
Johnny Dollar.
Paul Hempel, Johnny, at Continental Insurance and Trust.
Well, it's about time, Paul. I began to think you got yourself another boy.
Matter of fact, the company has taken on a couple of staff investigators.
Why, the dirty so-and-so.
But I managed to convince the brass that you should handle this one.
Which one?
Protection for one of our clients, Johnny. His name is John R. Welton. His life is being threatened.
Oh, I get it. When there's a chance of somebody getting hurt, you don't want your own men to take any chances.
Okay, I'll tell Randy Singer it's no go.
Sergeant Randy Singer?
Oh, he's a lieutenant now.
18th Precinct homicide down in New York?
That's right. Now, Singer has told us that if we send you down there, he'll cooperate. He send anyone else, no. And another thing.
What's that?
There'll be a nice fee in addition to your expense account if you manage to keep this man Welton alive.
Oh? How much?
$2,000.
$3,000.
$2,000, Johnny. Well?
Well, it's been a long time since I've seen Randy Singer. Maybe I ought to run down there and say hello.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Continental Insurance and Trust Company, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Wayward Killer matter. Expense account item 1627, fare to New York and taxi from Grand Central Station to 18th Precinct headquarters in East 40. My old pal, Sergeant Randy Singer, Lieutenant Randy Singer, pulled a long face.
Now I know my luck has run out.
Hiya, Randy. Well, what are you beefing about this time?
You might as well sit down, I guess.
Okay, sure.
Why don't these insurance companies of yours leave us alone? Let us handle things our own way.
What do you mean?
The minute one of their clients gets into a jam, they send somebody like you down to pester us. Johnny, there isn't a thing you can do about this man Welton.
The company said something about his life being in danger.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Well, is it true?
I doubt it.
Why should his life be in danger?
I don't think it should.
Okay. Why does he think his life's in danger?
Because he was a witness to a shooting, a murder.
Oh? Where? When?
You remember reading about the bookie who was killed last week over in an alley off of First Avenue?
Know anything about bookies?
All right, now, did you read about it or didn't?
Yeah, I read about it. Don't tell me a whole week is going by and you haven't found the killer.
We haven't found him.
Even with a witness to the crime, this John Welton? Oh, Randy, you're slipping.
Except for the description Mr. Welton gave us, we haven't a single solitary thing to go on. No fingerprints, no clues of any kind.
The weapon?
38 special, make unknown. The same one apparently that was used to slug Mr. Welton.
Just what happened, Randy?
Well, it was Tuesday night, Steve. Last week, that is.
Yeah?
Late, about 2 a.m. Welton was taking his dog for a walk before going to bed.
And
he passed this particular alley, saw these two men struggling. Heard a shot. So did his dog. Pooch let out a yelp, galloped around in circles, tied up his legs in a leash, and down he went.
The dog or Welton?
Welton, and don't be funny.
Okay, go on.
Then the killer came running out of the alley and stumbled over Welton. Welton got a good look at him in the streetlight. The dog pulled the hunk out of the killer's pants. The killer smashed Welton on the head and took off. The dog kept yowling until a patrolman came around, found him there, and found the bookie in the alley, dead.
And?
All I want to know is what you think you can do about it.
No clues, huh?
Except Welton's description.
You give him a look at the mug book?
Yeah, he came up with nothing.
You find a gun?
No, ballistics said it was a 38 that did the job.
Tried looking in the storm drains around there?
Not yet.
Look, why does Welton feel he's in danger?
Because some fool reporter wrote it up in Sunday's paper that Welton not only saw the killer, you see, he'd been trying to keep that quiet, but that he could positively identify him. And when Welton tied that up with the fact that the victim was a bookie...
Yeah, I see. That means the possibility of a connection with a syndicate. Or if he didn't play ball with the syndicate, they decided to knock him off.
Well, now, Johnny, we don't like to admit that there might be a syndicate in operation anymore.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, the town's absolutely clean.
Well, now, I
sure.
didn't say...
All your handsome lads in uniform have to do is march in the St. Patrick's Day parade, be on hand to welcome important foreign dignitaries.
Yeah,
or snitch apples off the fruit stands over on 10th Avenue.
Johnny...
The fact remains that I think Welton's right. Bookmaking is a racket. Rackets mean racketeers. And as a mobster who killed that bookie was smart enough to leave you no clues, he's smart enough to shut the mouth of anybody who might be able to identify him permanently. Have you got a guard on Welton?
Well, he's after one, and I've arranged for...
Where does he live?
Over on East 53rd. Tim Conroy, the man I'm going to send over there, just reported in.
Then tell Conroy I'm going over there with him.
But, Johnny, what for? What can you possibly do that we haven't done?
Well, look, Randy, I'm getting such a nice, big, fat fee on this, I have to at least look like I'm earning it.
Sure.
Oh,
Conroy, come in.
Who knows, Randy? Maybe I'll even solve a murder.
Conroy, get this wise guy out of here, will you?
Mr. Dollar, nice to see you again. Hi, Conroy.
Yeah, your dear old pal Johnny Dollar. Now take him with you. Take him anywhere, but get him out of here.
Yes, sir. You'll be sorry you're being nasty to me, Randy.
Johnny, so help me.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious Randy hadn't gotten anywhere on the case. And believe it or not, that he was glad I'd come along. But my job was solely to protect Mr. Welton. So in Conroy's prowl car, we drove over to the little apartment building on East 53rd. Drove over to find a crowd milling about in front of the place. A crowd that included a couple of New York climbers.
Please, wait away.
Come on, Johnny. Something's happened to you. Yeah, and I shudder to think what it might be. Wilson! McCarthy! What's happening around here?
You're a little late, Conroy.
What's up?
Well, don't you see him laying there?
What? Who is he, officer?
Man named Welton. John R. Welton.
Act two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. Here is a message from the National Heart Institute of the Public Health Service.
It looks like an electronic control board panel banked with meters and switches. It is knee-high and 6 feet in length, surmounted by what appears to be a cylindrical coil. Its price is comparable to the cost of a new 3-bedroom home. But in human lives saved and repaired, its value is limitless. This is the heart-lung machine. Its development has opened new latitudes in heart surgery. In closed heart surgery, with a finger or an instrument inside the beating heart, the surgeon must go by feel alone. This closed method has been in use for many years, and for some conditions it is still the method of choice. However, a great many heart conditions cannot be corrected by closed heart surgery. Only with the development of the heart-lung machine has correction of many of these conditions become possible. Today, the surgeon can open up the heart, empty it entirely of blood, and under direct vision make unhurried repairs of valves or other defects inside the heart. Exactly what does the heart-lung machine do? Its purpose is to function temporarily as a heart pump and to oxygenate the blood and rid it of gaseous waste. In surgery, after the heart has been exposed, plastic tubes from the heart-lung machine are inserted into the two great veins that normally carry blood to the heart from the upper and lower parts of the body. Once the hookup is complete, blood destined for the lungs is then cycled into the machine where it is refreshed and returned to the system through another tube inserted into the femoral artery in the groin.
Know Your Heart was written and produced by the National Heart Institute, one of the National Institutes of Health of the Public Health Service, United States Department of Health, Education, and Welfare, Washington, D.C. And now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Wayward Killer Matter.
It looked as though I got there too late. The man for whom I was supposed to act as bodyguard lay sprawled awkwardly on the sidewalk in front of his apartment.
Yeah, that's Mr. Wilson, all right. Johnny, looks like you and your insurance company just lost a client.
Hey, get this crowd back. He's still breathing. Come on, get him back.
All right. Get him there now. Get back, all of you. Get back in the car.
Has anybody sent for a doctor?
We got one on the way, Mr. Dollar.
How did it happen, McCarthy? Do you know?
Well, some kids were playing out here on the sidewalk. A couple of mothers with them. They heard a lot of noise up in Mr. Welton's apartment. Up there on the second floor.
What kind of...
You see up there where the windows broke out of the frame?
Yeah, I see. What kind of noise?
Like a big fight, they said. And Mr. Welton yelling for help. He was yelling bloody murder, they said.
They hear anybody else? Anything else?
No, sir. Not even the dog.
You sure?
Then all of a sudden, he comes smashing out through the window and lands here on the sidewalk.
Have your men been inside there yet?
Yes, sir. Wilson went in. Come on, get back. Stay back of that line, will ya? He said Mr. Welton's place is an unholy mess, like a big fight.
Any sign of the assailant?
No, sir, but the door of his apartment was flung open. So was the back door leading into a court in the alley. Yes, sir. That's what Wilson told me. That's a fire door that can be opened only from the inside.
So it looks like whoever did this to Welton made his getaway through the alley.
No doubt about it.
Well, all I have to say is I hope this man lives.
We'll soon find out, sir. Here comes Doc Strader.
Schrader made a quick inspection, then had us take Welton up to his apartment on the second floor. Fortunately, he wasn't hurt badly. No bones were broken.
All right, boy. All right. Your match is going to be okay. Just lay yourself down in your pillow. Well, quite frankly, Mr. Dollar, I think that it's shock more than anything else. After all, thrown out of a window, even if he did suffer only a few bruises and contusions.
Yeah, Doctor, I see what you mean. Down, boy. Down. How long before I'll be able to talk to him?
Well, the sedation I've given him should keep him asleep until... say mid-afternoon. After that, you and your chief can question all you want.
My chief?
Aren't you working under Lieutenant Singer?
Yeah. Maybe I am. Randy Singer himself came over and took charge. While John Welton slept, he and his men closed off the alley and went over it with a fine-tooth comb. Meanwhile, since Welton had all the police protection he could possibly need, and then some, I went out and grabbed the bite of lunch. That's item 2, 175. Then I took a cab, item 3, $1 even, to the alley off First Avenue where Welton had witnessed the murder the week before. Just why, I don't know. But I'm sure glad I did. Yeah. Because of a crew working on the streetlights who came up with some rather interesting information. I'll tell you what I mean later. In any event, it led to item 4, a dime for a phone call. You know, a fellow in my business has to have some rather strange contacts. My call was to one of them, to a man Lieutenant Randy Singer would have known by name, at least, would probably have liked to get his hands on, or, more to the point, would like to have had some concrete evidence against for a number of things. My contact's name was Smokey Joe Sullivan, ex-counterfeiter, ex-bootlegger, burglary suspect, numbers racket, a man who's been picked up on more petty charges than you can possibly think of. Yeah. In a city with an underworld the size of New York, a man like Smokey's good to know. On occasion.
Yeah.
Smokey?
Yeah.
This is Johnny Dollar.
Yeah.
How would you like to pick up a fast $100?
Depends. Johnny Dollar, huh?
That's right.
How I know?
I'll be standing in the lobby of the Hotel Lexington. Come on over and see for yourself. Well?
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. There's any coppers around here.
Oh, come on, Smokey. You know me better than that.
Yeah?
I'll see you in the lobby of the Lexington.
Maybe.
Item 5, $1.10 for a taxi over to the Lexington, where I waited. An hour, 2 hours. No sign of Smokey. Then suddenly I realized why. There must have been somebody important there in the hotel, for outside at the curb was a police car with a man in a uniform at the wheel. No wonder Smokey hadn't showed. I sauntered out to 3rd Avenue, started around the block. And sure enough, at the first newsstand, a figure that had been hiding behind a newspaper fell in step with me.
What took you so long to spot that copper sitting out front, Johnny?
Now, look, Smokey, I asked you if you'd like to pick up a fast C-note.
Depends, Johnny.
I need some information.
What kind of information, Johnny?
You been taking any bets on the horses lately?
Guy has to make an honest buck now and then.
Have you been working through the syndicate?
Now, Johnny, you know you don't ask questions like that.
But if the information I want is in the books of the syndicate...
You don't want me to play stoolie.
You know me better than that.
Okay. Ask me questions.
Yeah. Here's 20. 20, 50.
You said a C note.
You get the rest when you get the dope for me, if there's any to get.
Okay. Go ahead. Ask me.
All right. I want to know how much money, if any. I may be playing a role.
Okay, Johnny. If I find out anything.
Good.
You call me on the phone again. Maybe 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Good. And Smokey,
Yeah?
if there is such information to be had and you get it, maybe I'll double that fee.
Okay, Johnny.
Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. Times have changed, and so has the man. Thaddeus Lowe, in the year 1861, organized what has been considered the first airborne reconnaissance unit of the United States Army. His craft? A balloon, which was in constant use during the Battle of Richmond, making observations every 15 minutes. But because of the balloon's limited maneuverability and extreme vulnerability, military thinking and interest soon switched to the heavier-than-aircraft experiments being conducted by the Wright brothers at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. Finally, in 1909, the Army accepted the Wright brothers' 42.5-mile-per-hour aircraft. Contrast this with the faster-than-sound aircraft, the supersonic speeds of our modern planes. Contrast the skill, the technological know-how of the modern airman with that of the pioneers. You'll agree, I'm sure, that times have changed, and so has the man.
And now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Wayward Killer Matter.
Expense account item 6.95 for a cab back to John R. Welton's apartment on East 53rd. Randy Singer's boys had found no clue to the identity of Welton's attacker. Welton himself was beginning to stir.
Yeah, we'll be able to talk to him any minute now, Johnny.
Okay, good.
Oh, now get down, boy. Go lay on your pillows. No, incidentally, we found the gun that was used in the murder he witnessed last week.
Oh, where?
Like you said, in the storm drain near that alley on First Avenue.
Oh.
Yeah, but no print. No print.
Randy, I didn't think there would be. What time is it?
3:51. Why?
I'm going to make a phone call.
Oh, the phone's right over there. Hey, Wilton's coming through.
What's this? What goes on here?
It's all right, Mr. Welton. You're going to be okay.
Police.
That's right.
Yeah. Got a phone. Thank heavens. I begged you.
Yeah, I'm afraid we got here a little too late, but you're going to be okay. The doc says so.
That man, the man who attacked me.
The same one you talked to at the murder?
Yes. Yes.
Smokey, this is Johnny Dollar.
Johnny Dollar.
Yeah? What? 23,400.
20.
Yeah, I got it. Good boy.
What did he say about...
I'll meet you at the Lex at, say, 6 p.m. Okay, the newsstand.
Mr. Dollar, what did you say about you?
Yeah, Johnny, what goes?
Funny. How would you like to make an arrest?
Arrest?
That's right, Randy. Of the man who killed that bookie. When you know who he is? Yeah, well, I sure do. And, Randy, I'm ashamed of you.
What?
Come here, boy.
Now, listen, Johnny,
This pup really deserves the credit. Good boy. Now, down.
Johnny, what under the sun are you talking about?
The night of that murder. Welton says the pup chewed a hunk out of the killer's pants. Yes. He was trying to defend me. You say that killer struck you, Welton. He did. But he made no move to hurt the dog. Well... Now, believe me, that doesn't make sense. He would have put a bullet in him even before he struck you. Now, Mr. Dollar... What about this so-called fight here in your apartment a couple of hours ago? It was the same man. Yeah? And did the dog attempt to fight him off? No. Because there was nobody for him to fight. Johnny, you think he wouldn't have been heard down in the street if somebody really clobbered you? Well, You faked this attack on you, Welton, to make it look like the killer was somebody else. Too bad you didn't break your neck when you jumped out that window. You don't know what you're talking about. Another thing. And this is where you missed a bet, Randy. Yeah? Over on First Avenue, I checked with a crew from the electric company. They finally got around to fixing that street light. Huh? Yeah. That light's been out for nearly 3 weeks. So how could Welton have seen another man in that alley well enough to make a positive identification?
Now, listen, Dollar.
Shut up, Welton. Then my phone call just now. Randy, Welton was in hot to that bookie he murdered. To the tune of $23,000.
He threatened me. He said he'd kill me if I didn't pay him. I had to kill him. If I hadn't killed him, he... Breaks my heart, Johnny, but thanks. Okay, Welton, up on your feet.
Item 7, $65 even for a night on the town. Randy needed some relaxation. Item 8, $200 to Smoky Joe Sullivan. Expense account total, including a trip back to Hartford, $315.17. And don't forget that $2,000 you promised me. After all, Welton's still alive. For a while, at least. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone, who also wrote today's story. Heard in our cast were Edgar Barrier, Herb Vigran, James McCallion, Paul Dubov, Lawrence Dobkin, John Boehner, Bill James, and Vic Perrin. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Johnny Dollar has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
Dollar, I understand you're probably the best private eye in the business.
Well, I try to make a living as an insurance investigator, if that's what you mean.
Well, what I have in mind does not exactly come under the heading of insurance investigation.
Oh, then if you'd like me to recommend somebody to you.
But then again, it might.
What?
Does the name of Sarah Balderston Barling mean anything to you?
Yeah, wait a minute. The old dollar dealer who owns about half of the Southern Connecticut Water and Power Company?
That's right. She's a very important client of ours.
I thought you said this matter doesn't involve insurance.
It doesn't. Yet. I hope you can keep it from doing so.
Oh, now look, if this is one of those bodyguard assignments...
No, it isn't. And incidentally, in addition to your expense account, there'll be a sizable fee for your services.
Oh? Well, why didn't you say so in the first place? How much?
$5,000.
$5,000?
But if you think perhaps I'd better get...
Don't even think of it, Mr. Wakely. I'll be right over.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Eastern Liability and Trust Company, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the only one but matter. With a $5,000 extra fee dangling in front of my face, expense account item 1, naturally, was $1.10 for a cab to Fred Wigley's office in the Gregson building downtown on the square.
Glad you decided to take this on, Doc, after I mentioned fees to you.
Yeah.
Sit down, please.
Yeah, thanks.
Anything for money, huh?
Well,
I suppose I can't exactly blame you.
Mr. Wakely, if I ever reach the point where I can turn up my nose at $5,000...
I mentioned Mrs. Sarah Balderston Barling.
Yeah. And as I understand it, she's one of the wealthiest people we
Well,
have.
it's really her daughter that we're concerned about, that she is concerned about.
Oh, I didn't know
Name is Truda Lynn Barling.
Truda.
She celebrated her 21st birthday about a month ago.
Oh, yeah, I remember. That big brawl the old lady threw for her must have made the headlines all over the
That
Eastern
brawl,
Circuit.
as you call it, was engineered by Truda Lynn herself.
Yeah, and as I recall now, the police had to put on a couple of dozen extra men to keep things under control. Champagne flowed like
The
water.
cost of that party, including damage to the hotel where it took place, must have run to $30,000 or $40,000.
Then this Truda Lynn must be quite a gal. I'd like
It
to
was
meet
typical of many such incidents in the life of Truda Lynn Barling. Young, wealthy, completely spoiled, and completely rebellious against her mother's recent attempts at discipline. Well, to put it mildly, she's been quite a problem. Life at home with her mother has been one continuous battle. There's been about as much love between them these past few months. And believe me, Dollar, it's been as much her mother's fault as it has been Truda Lynn.
You mean for spoiling her so badly in the first
Yes.
place?
You see, her mother's only interest in life has been in adding to the fortune her husband left her.
Well, what has happened, Fred?
5 days ago, Truda Lynn simply packed up and left for parts unknown.
Oh?
And I'm certain it was more than mere coincidence that young Harvey Howard also left parts.
Who's Harvey Howard?
Harvey is a worthless young playboy who's been trying for some time to marry her, and very obviously only to get his hands on her money. Also, Lucy Taylor left town about that same time.
Who is she?
One of Truda Lynn's playmates. A young social climber who's been practically living off her for the past 2 years. Over Mrs. Barling's strenuous objections, of course.
So the three of them have just cut loose to run off and have a fling, huh? Any idea where they might have
Dollar, you've got to find the girl. Somehow bring her back here.
Yeah, well, now, Mr. Wiggly, if she's 21.
Otherwise, my company stands a good chance of losing the literally millions of dollars worth of insurance policies of her mother's.
Yeah, but look, even for a $5,000 fee.
We'll make it 10. And must I remind you that it's hardly your place to question the reasons for an assignment given you by one of the companies you agreed to serve?
10,000, huh?
Yes.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. With no trouble at all, I found the taxi driver who'd taken the missing girl down to the railroad station the morning she'd left home. Item 2 on the expense account, a $5 tip to him for the information that she'd been met there by young Lucy Taylor and Harvey Howard. Loaded with luggage, they'd all climbed aboard a train for New York. Item 3, 45 cents for a phone call to my old pal, Lieutenant Randy Singer, at the 18th Precinct, New York Police Department.
What do you mean, do I know who Truda Lynn Barling is?
Well, do you, Randy?
Listen, she and a couple of her little buddies blew into town less than a week ago. And they've been raising so much cane around the nightclub circuit. Well, for a while there, we were thinking of putting on a flock of extra men.
Well, do you know where she's staying?
Yeah, Johnny. An expensive little apartment house over at 727 East 51st Street.
Thanks, Randy. When I get down there, I'll buy you a drink. Item 4, $8.75 for a quick lunch, then a train down to New York. Item 5, $1.50 for a cab to 727 East 51st. A real fancy place, and the doorman wore enough gold braid to sink a battleship. I showed him my credentials, and he had the elevator boy take me up to the single apartment on the whole 7th floor.
Straight ahead, sir.
Okay, thanks.
I see the door's open like it usually is, but maybe you better ring, sir.
Yeah, sure. Miss Barling? Miss Barling? Hello? Anybody?
Precinct. Sergeant Warren.
Give me Lieutenant Randy Singer in homicide. I told Randy what I'd found. Yeah, it was the body of Truda Lynn Barling, lying there in the middle of the floor. She may have been very pretty once, but blows from a heavy bronze candlestick had changed all that. A half-finished cigarette with a touch of lipstick on it was still smoking in an ashtray, so it must have happened within the past few minutes. Quickly, I searched the apartment. I found nothing. Then, purely on a hunch, hoping he hadn't yet left headquarters, I made another call to Randy Singer.
I was just about to grab Doc Winters and hop into a prowl car. Now, be sure you don't touch anything,
Yeah,
Johnny.
sure. Now, listen, Randy.
Yeah?
Truda Lynn came down here from Hartford with a couple of playmates.
Yeah, Harvey Howard and a washed-out blonde named Lucy Taylor.
You know where they're staying?
Yeah?
Then if I were you, I'd pick them up and bring them along with you.
You think one of them did it?
Just a hunch.
Uh-oh. One of your famous hunches, huh?
Just bring them along, will you?
Okay, Johnny, okay.
After another careful look around the apartment of the murdered girl, I questioned the elevator operator and doorman. That is, after they calmed down a bit.
Well, I still think I better notify the management, Mr. Dollar. And if the cops is coming in...
Save it till later. Is there any way to get up to that apartment besides the elevator?
Only the service entrance at the back of it. But the only way anybody could get in there is if I let them in the service entrance downstairs here. Ain't that right, Willie?
That's right. Did anybody come here to see Miss Barling today?
Yes, sir. 2 people.
Yes, sir. Who?
Well, you see, about 2 hours ago, Miss Barling went over to see a doctor in that building across the street. Ain't that right, Willie?
That's right. Dr. Thorson.
Been seeing him a couple of times every day.
I see.
Ain't that right, Willie?
That's right.
Then she come back here not more than a half hour ago. Said she was going to pack up her stuff and leave.
Yeah,
Ain't that...
Yeah, go on.
Well, then her friend Miss Taylor come around to see her.
When?
Only a little while before you come. Ain't that right, Willie?
Yeah, that's right. And more than maybe 10 or 15 minutes before you come.
How long did she stay?
Oh, maybe 5, 6 minutes.
Yeah, maybe less.
Maybe less.
Yeah, it seemed to me I'd no sooner come down and got settled, and I had to go up there when she rung the buzzer.
You said that 2 people were up here to see Miss Barling. Who was the other?
It was a man.
Yeah,
Him and Miss Taylor both been here a lot of times.
You know his name?
For sure. Nobody ever gets in this building without giving their name unless we know him. Ain't that right, Willie?
That's right.
Well, who was he?
Name is Mr. Harvey Howard.
When was this?
Right after Miss Taylor left.
And they didn't come together?
No, sir. By the time her cab got down the street, his come rolling up.
How long did he stay?
Well, not any longer than the lady had. Ain't that...
That's right.
Then listen. I'm going across the street to see this Dr. Thorson. If I'm not back by the time the police get here, tell them where to reach me. Send for me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mr. Dollar, from the first day that she moved into the apartment across the street. Sometimes a couple of times a day.
Well, what was the matter with her, Doctor?
Well, physically, she had what might best be described as a mild incipient peptic ulcer.
I see. And with all her nightclub, drinking, and smoking...
Strangely enough, despite Miss Barling's party-going proclivities, habits, she was quite the hypochondriac.
Oh?
Of course, all her tearing around, late hours during her first 3 days and nights here in the city did her no good.
Only the first few days?
Yes.
Hypochondriac, you said?
Yes. And as is often the case, Mr. Dollar, to someone like that, the doctor suddenly finds himself a close confidant, even on rather short acquaintance.
Go on, Doctor.
Well, in spite of telling me it was only to say goodbye and thanks, I think her visit today was more than anything else to boost her morale, self-confidence.
Why?
She'd suffered a considerable change of heart since running away from her mother.
Well, that's all.
Apparently, this was the first chance she'd ever had to really be by herself, think things out for herself. And she was getting ready to telephone and renounce the 2 leeches, the best word I can think of.
The 2 who came down here with her?
Yes, she was going to telephone them, tell them that she was through with them. And then go back to Hartford, square things with her mother, and then possibly get a job, do something to make up for all the time she'd wasted just playing around.
Maybe you don't know it, Doctor, but what you just told me indicates that if she did suddenly throw them over, either Harvey Howard or Lucy Taylor, either one of them may have killed her.
Mr. Dollar, I believe you're right.
But which one? And how to prove it? Oh, great. I thought you were going to send over for me when the police got here.
Well, I was, Mr. Dollar. Ain't that right, Willie?
That's right.
But this lieutenant said not to bother.
That's right, Johnny. How are you, boy?
Did you get hold of the Taylor girl and Harvey Howard?
Yeah, they're inside, locked up in a couple of bedrooms. Okay. You 2 can go on back downstairs now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, have you found out anything?
Well, as for your hunch that this Taylor broad or this fishy-eyed Howard did it, well, it's probably a pretty good one, Johnny, but I'd like to see some proof.
Yeah, I thought you were bringing over a medical.
Well, the doc and one of the boys from the lab just left. Meat wagon will be along in a little while to take this to the morgue.
Did they find anything? Any prints?
Well, whoever did it must have worn gloves.
Where'd you find these two kids?
Well, it's Miss Taylor. Say, she's quite a dish, Johnny.
Oh?
Yeah, the kind you'd expect to pick up at the back door of a cheap stripper joint. Why a girl with money like Truda Lynn Barling would ever let somebody like that get their hooks?
Where did you find her?
In her hotel room with the Lex, packing up and getting ready to leave. To go back to Hartford, she said.
And Harvey Howard?
In his room there at the Lex, also packing to leave.
They're the only ones known to have been up here today.
Yeah, I checked it out real good with that dumb doorman and the elevator boy. And I'm sure that nobody could have gotten up here without their knowing about it.
So we've got to show up to one of these two that murdered Truda Lynn.
It proves they both did it.
When they came up here separately?
Oh? I didn't know that.
Yeah, let's talk to them.
Yeah. Just unlock that door beside you.
Right.
Oh, no police?
All right,
well, I'd
baby,
like to
come
see
on.
you prove I killed
Maybe
Truda
I will,
Lynn.
Harvey.
You think you are keeping me cooped up like this? Why don't you do something with the body of poor Truda Lynn lying there?
Your, dearest friend, huh?
Yes, of course you... Who are you?
This is Johnny Dollar, you two. He's a special investigator.
Oh? Well, go ahead and investigate, Mr. Dollar. Just keep me out of it.
All right, Harvey.
Aren't you going to serve cocktails? It's cocktail time,
I
you know.
said all right. Lucy, you came up here to see Miss Barling a little while ago.
That's right.
Why?
I've been seeing her every day since we all came down here to New York. Anything wrong with that?
You were pretty mad at her for bringing you down here and then suddenly telling you she was going to leave and go back to Hartford, weren't you?
What?
Or do you want to pretend she didn't call you and tell you that?
All right. Maybe she did. But I thought that if I could see her and talk to her, I could sort of straighten things out, you know. Only when I got here, she wouldn't let me in.
She didn't let you in?
Just slammed the door in my face, so I left.
Did she, Lucy? Then why is it I found the door ajar when I got here?
So maybe she opened it again after I... You were here?
Of course. She telephoned to me, told me the same thing.
The door was ajar.
Yes.
So you came on in?
No. No, of course not. It wouldn't have been proper.
Oh, no.
I rang the bell and knocked, but I got no answer. And I decided she'd already left, so I went back to my hotel and why lie about it?
Yeah. Tell us why, Harvey. Well, Harvey.
I did come in. I found her body lying here. I knew I'd be suspected of killing her. The only thing I could think of was getting away.
That's a lie. You came in here and killed her.
No.
You found her sitting here in the chair, and you sneaked up
No.
on her and...
You know something? I think she's right. Got a pair of gloves on you, Harvey?
Why, yes. I always carry gloves.
Even in the summer?
Of course.
So you put them on to avoid leaving fingerprints. Miss Barling was sitting here in the chair, her back to the door, quietly smoking a cigarette. Yeah, I found the ashes, and the ashtray was still warm.
No, please, listen.
Wait a minute.
Huh, Johnny?
Brother, how stupid can I get?
Well, what do you mean by that?
Lucy, you swear you didn't come in here?
Yeah, I'd be struck down if I did.
Maybe you will.
I told you. Truda Lynn slammed the door in my face when I came here to talk to her. She wouldn't let me in.
Okay. Randy, that cigarette.
Yeah, what about it?
It was still burning when I got here. It had lipstick on it.
And you didn't save it, Johnny?
No, but it turns out I didn't need to.
Don't you see? What the lieutenant said was true. She was sitting right here with her back to the door.
That lipstick was yours, Lucy. The cigarette was yours.
I tell you, I swear I didn't come in here.
Not Miss Barling's, Johnny?
Suffering from an ulcer, seeing a doctor a couple of times a day about it, smoking.
No, you're right. She didn't smoke.
Yeah. Want to let the lieutenant have your gloves, Lucy?
No, why?
And, Randy, you want to bet the lab will find microscopic traces of bronze on them from that candlestick she used to kill Truda Lynn?
All right, Miss Taylor. Hand them over.
Yeah, guilty as sin. But you know something? If that pretty boy Harvey had found her alive when he'd arrived, I'm not so sure he wouldn't have done her in. There are times when I'm glad I'm not rich with a bunch of these leeches hanging around grabbing it by dough. Which reminds me, that nice extra fee you promised me in this case. Expense account total, including transportation back to Hartford, $25.55. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, a frantic fisherman who proves to be the key to a murder. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Les Tremaine, Herb Vigran, Alan Reed, Frank Gersel, Jack Edwards, and Jack Grimes. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Jim Matthews speaking.
Johnny Dollar.
Monsieur Dollar, you will be amazed. You will be thrilled.
Yeah, well, I think I've had all the thrills I need here in Paris. And who are you?
Monsieur, I'm the night clerk here in the hotel.
Oh, well, what's all the excitement about?
Monsieur Dollar, I have the telephone call for you. And, monsieur,
Yeah.
it is wonderful. It is the long distance. It is the transatlantic.
A transatlantic call.
From the, what you call the United States.
Well, bully for you.
But across the ocean. It must be the most important.
Yeah, well, put them on and we'll see.
Oui, monsieur.
Hello?
Johnny?
That's right.
George Reed here.
Well, George. All right, clerk, you can get off the line now.
What, Johnny?
You hear me? Clerk?
But, monsieur.
Go on, hang up.
Very well, monsieur.
Now, George, you get my cable report on the only jewels?
Yes, you did a great job in spite of all the money you threw around. I mean, what you gave that man de Marsac. But listen, I'm glad I caught you before you left.
I'm flying on back tonight. See you in Hartford in the morning.
No.
What?
Contact Mr. Maurice Rigaud there at our Paris office.
Oh, what about? Getting those jewels back to America?
No, that's all taken care of. But in talking with him a minute ago, I happened to mention that you're there, so he wants you to stay around and see if you can help locate a Cellini medallion.
Cellini, the famous Italian artist?
Yes, and the medallion was stolen from the galleries of the Louvre 2 or 3 weeks ago. Priceless, so it has to be found and returned to them.
Well, I'll do what I can, George.
Good. Now, contact this man Rigaud at our office there immediately.
Contact Rigaud, huh?
That's right. But why do you say it that way?
Because maybe I won't bother him.
What?
George, maybe I've got a better idea.
CBS Radio brings you Bob Bailey in the intriguing adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Floyd's of England, North American office. Or maybe it's the Paris office. We'll see. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Embarcadero matter. Expense account item 1, a few francs. Call it 10 cents American for a telephone call. Not to Rigaud at Floyd's of England, but to my old underworld contact, Louis de Marsac. The strange little character who calls himself the Grey Cat.
Oui, Monsieur Dollar. C'est la Jacquerie. You most loyal, most faithful friend.
Yeah, I'm sure. Are you living it up on that money I gave you for locating the only jewels for me?
Oh, alas, monsieur, I have been most unfortunate. Only one small, what you call investment. And now...
Easy come, easy go, huh?
Oui, the 5,000 is gone. And I was so sure of this one.
What kind of an investment, de Marsac?
Well, even you would have been attracted. Oh, she was young. She was so beautiful.
She? Oh, no.
Ah, that Marcel. How could such a lovely vision deceive me so? Oh, I'm crushed, a man without hope. And monsieur.
Yeah?
I'm also very what you call broke.
Uh-huh. Think $100 might help to raise your spirits?
$500? Oh, oui, monsieur. But for what?
100. For some information about what happened to the Cellini medallion.
Oui, stolen from the Louvre.
Oh, you know about it then?
But of course.
You know where it is?
No. But for you, mon ami, I will somehow find out.
Good.
But it may be dangerous, monsieur. The people I will have to see, the cutthroats, I will have to pay for the information. But for you and the $400 you have promised me.
Okay, 150. Want to call me when you've got the dough for me?
No, if I bring the information to you, I can then collect for it right away. 200?
I'll wait to hear from you. Okay, now, George, don't flip your lid over some more money for de Marsac. After all, he knows more about what goes on in the Paris underworld than any other man alive. And if in a day or two he can come up with the information I need, I'll put it this way. He saved the company a lot of time and money in the past, and I'm sure he can do it again. Also, if his poking around is as dangerous as he seems to... Yeah? Well, come in. De Marsac.
Oh, oui, monsieur. Je suis agree. Oh, the dangerous mission you sent me on is a fait accompli.
But I only talked to you on the phone about an hour ago.
I've wasted no time. You have the $300 for me?
150. You have the information?
Oui, the Cellini medallion.
Well,
it's on the way to your own country.
On the way? How?
Hidden away in a case of wine aboard the ship, the Klemper Hall, out of Le Havre.
The Klemper Hall, huh? Destination?
San Francisco.
Now, when's it due to arrive there?
Late tomorrow night. The cargo is many cases of wine. Yes, bottles of wine. The medallion is hidden away in one of them.
You're sure of all this, de Marsac?
But of course, mon ami.
Because if I fly all the way to San Francisco and find out you're giving me a wrong steer...
Oh, no. How can you, my oldest, my dearest...
Yeah, sure. Now, this means that someone over there is going to have to pick it up.
Oui, at the warehouse at the pier. And Monsieur Frank Gestel.
Gestel?
You know?
If he's the one I'm thinking of. A fence who used to operate in New York, but they can never pin anything on him?
It must be the same.
But in a shipload of wine, how'll he know which case has the Cellini medallion in it?
By this mark, mon ami.
Yeah?
So.
A tiny circle, yeah? With a Maltese cross in it.
Oui, like so.
Okay, de Marsac. I better pack up and catch a plane back to the States.
Mon ami.
Oh, yeah, sure. Here you are. 50, 100, 150.
Oh, monsieur, such a dangerous...
Okay. 170, 90, 200.
Ah, merci. Merci beaucoup. Bon voyage. Oh, success.
Wait a minute.
Eh?
You dug up an awful lot of information in a very short time, de Marsac. Even about that mark on the case of wine.
Oh, but of course, monsieur. You see, I put it there myself.
You what?
Oui, when I helped my friends to smuggle the medallion aboard the ship.
Expense account item 2 is the couple of $100 to de Marsac for the information about the stolen Cellini medallion. Item 3, $92 American for my hotel there in Paris, and then a taxi out to Orly. Item 4, $5.99 even, plane fare, Paris to New York to San Francisco, and a taxi to my favorite hotel, the Huntington, up on Nob Hill. A pea-soup fog had settled over the city, and the driver had to practically feel his way the last couple of blocks. By the time I'd cleaned up and changed my clothes, it was late, and I was hungry. And after the long plane trip, I was glad for a chance to walk over to the Fleur de Lis on Sutter Street. Cocktails and a rare good dinner ran up item 5, $11 even. Then I started back to the Huntington, again on foot. I say I started. It was late, remember, and dark. Not many people on the streets. And suddenly I was conscious of someone behind me, slowly catching up with me. In the fog, he was only a shadow, but I was sure he was following me. I slipped out my gun under my coat and then slowed my pace. All right, brother, what? Huh?
Yeah. Hi, Johnny.
Smokey Sullivan.
Yeah.
Well, what under the... How are you, Smokey?
I thought that was you coming out of that Fleur de Lis. Hadn't you better put that back in your coat, huh?
Oh, yeah, sure. Hey, listen, you're just the man I want to see.
Yeah?
Yeah. And if you can dig up some information for me about somebody, I'll make it worth your while.
You're real good to me, Johnny. I'll do anything I can. And listen.
Yeah?
I don't know why you're out here this time, and maybe this ain't got nothing to do with it.
What's that, Smokey?
I've been hanging around the docks the last couple of days, down to the Embarcadero.
Doing a little honest work for a change?
Yeah. I'm real clean now, Johnny. I've been going straight.
That's the stuff.
But I know how to keep my eyes open. You know what's going on down there?
What?
Smuggling, Johnny. There's a lot of smuggling all the time. You know what I mean?
Keep talking, Smokey.
Yeah. Well, most of it comes in from Japan and China, places like that. It's the boys on the boats bringing stuff in.
Ah, well, what I'm interested in.
Narcotics, Johnny. Mostly heroin, stuff like that.
Yeah, well, now, Smokey, when you get any info about that kind of stuff coming in, you tip off the Treasury boys, the narcotics division.
Me, Johnny? Me go to the cops?
You mean because of your past record?
Yeah, they wouldn't believe me, Johnny. That's the trouble with going legit. I mean, the kind of guy I was.
Don't ever kid yourself. I don't want to lecture you, Smokey, but believe me, it's the best way in the world for you to make up for some of the things you've done in the past. Look what you've done in helping me.
Yeah, I know. And it was you got me going straight. But don't you see, if anybody was to find out that I was informed...
Don't worry. The Treasury boys will never talk.
Okay, Johnny.
But now the man I'm interested in...
But now, like I was going to tell you...
Smokey, listen.
Like I said, most of the stuff is from the Orient. But down there to the docks, a couple of nights running now. Well, Johnny, you ever hear of Frankie Gerstel?
Are you kidding? That's the man I was going to... You mean the one who used to be a fence back in New York?
Yeah. Long time ago, I done a couple of jobs for him. That was before, you know.
You've seen Gerstel around here?
Down to the Embarcadero.
Sure. Waiting for the Klemper Hall to pull in from Europe.
The Klemper Hall, Johnny?
Yeah.
With a cargo of French wine?
Yeah, that's it. How do you know?
I helped unload it.
You what?
Yeah, come in ahead of time, early this morning.
And I got here too late.
Huh?
Or maybe I haven't. Come on, let's get on down to the Embarcadero. Item 6, $1.50 for a taxi. Pier 93, where the Klemper Hall was berthed, was dark. Except, that is, for a dim light in the office on the street side. Back in the huge warehouse extending out over the waters of the bay, there wasn't even a glow from a nightlight.
Sure funny, Johnny. They're not having some kind of a light in the warehouse.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out about that from the watchman there in the office, if we can wake him up.
Yeah. Sleeping on a job like that, why,
Hey, watchman. Watchman, come on, open up.
Johnny.
Yeah, I see. Come on, Smokey, give me a... Here we go, now. All right, wake up, mister. Come on, I said wake up.
Yeah, Johnny. He's asleep, all right. For good.
Fog-shrouded San Francisco, or the Embarcadero at night. There in the little office on the shore end of Pier 93, we found the watchman. Found him dead, with a bullet in the back of his head. Which meant that in all probability, Frankie Gerstel had gotten there before us, had already taken the Cellini medallion out of its hiding place. Or was it still there, one of the cases of wine, stacked up in the warehouse in the long, dark pier? There was only one way to find out.
Oh, we better get out of here, Johnny. If the cops come around, they find this watchman laying here dead, even with Johnny Dollar to explain
Reach up and pull off that light, will you?
But, Johnny...
All right, here, I'll do it.
But, look, don't you see, if the cops come around, they see this office dark.
Yeah, we got to chance it. Now, if this watchman had a flashlight on him...
Yeah, in the side pocket of his coat.
Side pocket, yeah, here it is.
What are you going to do, Johnny?
I'm going back into that warehouse.
But, Johnny, don't you see, if you put on the lights back there...
That's why I've got this flashlight. I've got to locate a case of wine in there with a peculiar mark on it.
Look, something else in that case?
A priceless medallion that was stolen from the Louvre. It was smuggled in so Gerstel could pick it up.
But if he's already been in here and taken
I
it...
got to make sure. Now, you wait right here.
Johnny, if a prowl car comes down the street...
Okay, shove the watchman's body under the desk. Turn the light on again and sit there in that chair with your hat pulled down over your face. If a prowl car comes along, wave to it.
Whatever you say, Johnny.
If anybody else comes along, tries to get in here, yell bloody murder and get out the best way you can. I'm going back in the warehouse. And don't switch on the lights in there.
But be careful, Johnny.
Yeah. The light in the office, when Smokey turned it on again, made only a thin yellow line beneath the sliding door. It showed me nothing. It seemed only to accentuate the gloomy darkness of the huge warehouse. Cautiously, I felt my way to a pile of crates, stuck my head around the corner of it, and flicked on the flashlight for a moment to get the lay of the land. Bales, crates, packing boxes, and barrels filled the place. The cargo of the Klemper Hall. And there, at the far end, were the cases of wine I was looking for, hundreds of them. After mentally plotting a course through the mass of shipping, I turned off the flashlight and worked my way back to them in the darkness. Finally reached them. Yeah, when I tilted one of them, it gurgled slightly. I was about to flick on the light again when I realized that if Frankie had come here, if he'd killed the guard but hadn't left, yet somehow I had to find the case with the identifying mark on it. I put on the light again. And there in front of me was a case that someone had pried open. The cinch bar was lying beside it. On one corner was the mark that... Someone. I heard someone else in there. Behind me. Behind one of the packing cases I'd felt my way around in the dark. I heard him again. So I picked up the cinch bar. And I waited. Then... Holy... At least I'd seen the flash of the gun. But again, I waited.
Give up, Dollar. I've been here over an hour. I can see in here, but you can't.
Now? Well, I can see the flash of your gun.
You see what I mean? Dollar?
Just keep on talking, Frankie.
What? What'd you say? Dollar.
The cinch bar. All right, here, Frankie.
Ah, that's a stupid trick.
Too close. No, wait. Hey, your last shot, wasn't it, Frankie? Yeah. Hey, Smokey. Okay, Smokey, come out here in the warehouse. Turn on the lights and we'll...
Didn't figure I had two guns, did you, Dolly? But you haven't. Not now. You're through. And by the time you can reload... Yeah, Smokey, put on the lights. I can use them now.
No, Smokey, no.
That's right. And leave them on. And, Dollar, I'm going to dig you out from behind those crates and kill you. You hear me, Dollar? You can't get away. Yeah, because now I see you. So I pull this trigger.
Smokey.
Johnny, I took the gun off the dead watchman. Are you all right, Johnny?
Yeah.
Are you all right?
Yeah, sure I am. You saved my life, Smokey, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome, Johnny. But listen, the cops are coming.
Yeah, I hear them.
Well, then, Johnny...
Stop worrying, Smokey.
But don't you see...
You're on their side now, remember?
But if they... Yeah, I guess I am.
Sure. The Cellini medallion in Frankie's pocket. It was pretty obvious that he'd killed the watchman, taken the medallion out of the wine case, and was about to leave when Wheat showed up. Smokey's shot had killed him. Had Smokey a bit worried, too, when the police barged in on us. But now he's a public hero. Oh, sure, there'll have to be some kind of a hearing on the whole affair. My deposition's already in. But Smokey's really in the clear. As for the couple of $100 I gave him, well, forget it, George. It came out of my own pocket. So, expense account total, including the trip home, $1,174 even. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Instead, let me say hi to 3 new CBS affiliates. They're KAAB in Hot Springs, Arkansas, WRIG in Wausau, Wisconsin, and WOMI in Owensburg, Kentucky. Welcome to CBS Radio. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Forrest Lewis, Vic Perrin, G. Stanley Jones, Tony Barrett, and Frank Gerstle. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Cubberly speaking.
This is the CBS Radio Network.